JJ was the kind of kid who always finished his homework before the sun went down. He was the first to raise his hand in class, the last to leave the library. And the only one who thought a math test was kind of fun. While other kids ran across the playground chasing footballs, JJ chased answers and loved every second of it. At home, his parents, Nancy and Ken, couldn't have been prouder. Their son was focused, respectful, and driven. His school bag was always zipped, his pencils sharpened. And his report cards. They didn't need improvement. But school wasn't all A's and applause. There was Sam. Sam was older. Louder. Always surrounded by boys who laughed at his jokes, especially when they weren't funny. And JJ, with his perfect notebooks and neat uniform, became the easiest joke in the room. It started small. A whisper behind his back. A nudge in the hallway. A paper thrown to the ground. But like most things, it grew. JJ tried to brush it off. He told himself to focus. To ignore. To stay invisible. He never told a teacher. Never told his parents. But he did tell his friends. Anna was his best friend at school. She saw it happening even when JJ didn't say a word. They always sat together. Worked together. She noticed when he stopped answering questions. When his smile got shorter. When he started pretending to be okay. And then there was Peter. Peter didn't go to their school. But JJ had known him since they were toddlers. Every weekend, they met at the park. Same bench, same laughs, same stories. And this time, when JJ told Peter about Sam. The bullying, the fear, the way his stomach turned every morning. Peter leaned forward and said, "You don't have to stay there, you know. You could come to my school. It's Kama. Kinder. We don't have a Sam." JJ nodded. It made sense. A fresh start. But it didn't feel like the full answer. At home, JJ grew quieter. He barely touched his food. He stopped bringing home tests. Stopped mentioning school at all. Nancy and Ken noticed. They didn't push, but they worried. And Anna. She noticed too. So one afternoon, after class, while the others packed up and ran outside, Anna stayed behind. She walked up to Miss Sally's desk and said quietly, "Miss Sally, I think JJ's going through something." And that was all it took. Miss Sally closed her gradebook, nodded, and called JJ in. She didn't accuse. She didn't pressure. She asked. And this time, JJ answered. Not all at once. Not everything. But enough. Enough for Miss Sally to hear him. Enough for her to stand up and say, "Come with me." She didn't let him go to the principal's office alone. She walked beside him. Step for step. And in that office, JJ told the truth. About Sam. About how scared he'd felt. About the way even his golden kite, the one he loved more than anything, now stayed buried at the bottom of his bag. The school took action. Sam was held accountable. Miss Sally kept a closer eye on things. And slowly, quietly, the silence lifted. JJ didn't transfer schools. Not because Peter's idea wasn't kind. But because JJ realized he didn't have to live to feel safe. Not anymore. He had people. People who listened. People who stood with him. And a few weeks later, on a windy afternoon, JJ walked to the school field. Kite string in hand. Anna clapped and cheered beside him. Peter watched from the fence. The wind picked up. And JJ ran. He ran, fast and light. And the golden kite soared into the air, rising higher than ever. Because this time, it wasn't just the breeze carrying it. It was the strength of every friend who stood by him. Every grown-up who listened. And every ounce of courage JJ had stitched inside. He didn't fight back with fists. He didn't hide. He told the truth. And that was enough.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share for more magical lore tales.